Good morning and welcome to class 3. Today we are going to study chapter 8, Thomas Alva Edison. Let's warm up a little. There are some great figures given in your book in the front page. Galileo Galilei, Carl Benz, Alexander Graham Bell. These are the great scientists who discovered telephone, telescope, and car in a row. Okay. Let's start. Young Thomas Alva Edison was naturally curious. He was always asking questions and liked to experiment. Once, when he was very young, he even sat on some goose eggs to see if they would hatch. Actually, young Thomas Alva Edison was a very curious man, curious child. Curious means he is eager to know. He is a kind of person, he wanted to know something. Okay. He was always asking questions and liked to do experiments. Okay. Once when he was a very young child, he once sat on some goose eggs whether it would give some chicks or not. Okay. As a young boy, Thomas had trouble sitting still in class. So his mother took him out of school and taught Thomas herself at home. He was fast learner who loved looking for answers in book. Actually, as a young boy, as a young child, Thomas Alva Edison has a problem to sit still in his class. Okay, so his mother took him out of his school and taught herself at home. Okay, and Thomas Alva Edison was a very fast learner and he loved to find answers himself in his book. Okay, when Thomas was 12, he started his first job. He sold newspaper, food, candy. Candy means a chocolate on the train that traveled between Port Huron and Detroit. Here, Port Huron and Detroit are the two places in America. Okay, he usually sold newspaper, food, candy. Okay, on the train at the age of 12. By the time when he was 15, he was also selling his own weekly newspaper. Okay, selling his own weekly paper that he printed himself. It was full of news about the people who traveled and worked on the train. Okay, at the age of 15, he published himself a weekly paper which is based on the news about the people who traveled and worked on the train. Okay, in 1868, when he was 21, Edison invented an automatic board counter for which he received his first patent. Here, patent means sole right. Sole right means a patent which is issued by the government gives an inventor the sole right to make and sell his or her idea. Actually, sole right means it's a right to sell own idea. Okay. In 1668, he invented a voting counter machine. Okay. Unfortunately, the vote counter turned out to be a failure because no one wanted it. Actually, at that time, the voting counting machine had no demand. Okay, so it became a failure. From that point, Edison promised. That means board. Board means promise. Edison vowed that from that point on, he would invent only the things that people wanted. That means the things which are demanded by the people in the society, that kind of things would be invented by or that things would be invented by Thomas Edison. When he was about 30, Edison established a laboratory in Menlo Park, a small town in New Jersey. Okay, it was here that he invented the tin foil phonograph and the electric light bulb. Okay, when he became 30, about to 30, he established a laboratory in Menlo Park and invented the electric light bulb, which we can see in our, or which we can generally find in our day-to-day life or in our home. Okay, Edison was granted over thousands of US patents during his life. As he became increasingly famous, he was called the Wizard of Menlo Park. Here, wizard means the magician, one who performed magic. Actually, he was famous in the name of magician, okay, of Menlo Park. Edison felt that he was not a wizard, he was not a magician, and his success was a result of his hard work. Okay, he famously said, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." Here, the success, he wanted to say that genius is the result of 1% of inspiration and 99% of perspiration. Here, if you work hard, if you give 99% of your time in your work, you will get success in your life. Okay, this much, and the next class, the question answer will be sent soon. Thank you.